What's going on, guys? I wanted to make a little video here while I'm at beautiful Lake Tahoe. Lake Tahoe, not Lake Taco, okay? It would be pretty cool if it was Lake Tahoe. But I want to talk about alcohol and what to expect when you first quit drinking. Now, everybody's got different reasons for wanting to quit drinking or cut back drinking. Whatever yours may be, good on you. Like, I don't care if you're on the low side of the spectrum or like more on the intense side of the spectrum. I'm gonna try and make this as applicable as possible to everybody. For me personally, my drinking was getting pretty crazy. It was literally something I did quite regularly, most nights of the week. It was just ingrained in my lifestyle. Like everything I did, in order to feel like I was having fun, I needed a drink in my hand, and that's just kind of what it is. And as a result, I was having a lot of downsides, a lot of depression, mood swings. The person you're seeing right now talking to you wasn't me 2 years ago. I was just irritable, depressed, sad, couldn't have joy doing anything without a drink, and just I got caught up in just the societal normal lifestyle. You know, you drink, you party, live for the weekend, whatever. And you know, that was me. And before I knew it, it was like a crutch. Like, I needed alcohol to have a good time. I needed alcohol when I was sad. I needed alcohol to help me deal with my stress, my life stress, because I thought it actually helped, but it really didn't. And anyways, I eventually came to the conclusion that, whoa, enough is enough. I need to cut. I need to cut the substance out of my life, and I need to stop drinking because I'm drinking all the damn time. And like, I was pretty sure that if I didn't stop drinking, the story wouldn't end well. I would only drink more and more, and who knows? I might not even be alive today if I kept drinking. Like, and maybe I would still be alive, but I don't know. Alcohol is like that tricky substance because it's a lot of fun until it's not fun anymore, and it's like you don't even realize when it stops being fun. So whatever your reasons are, this is what to expect when you quit drinking. One, it's insanely hard to quit. You don't realize how addictive alcohol is until you cut it out. Because I mean, the thing is, like, you can go like 1 to 2 days without drinking, no problem. You might even go 1 to 2 weeks drinking without no problem. But you get to that third week, and then all of a sudden, your brain is telling you, "Wow, you've done a good job. You haven't had to drink in like 3 weeks or a month. Let's celebrate. You deserve a drink." And that is how the addiction process works. Like, you might think I'm crazy telling you that you're addicted to a substance when you only drink, and then 3 weeks later you feel like drinking again. And you're like, I haven't had a drink in 3 weeks. I'm not addicted. I told myself the same bullshit. And well, as a result, it kept me stuck in the cycle of drinking. So one, is highly addictive. If you're able to quit drinking for like a whole month and you don't even think twice about it, then you're probably good. And this video probably isn't for you. But if you are not able to go a whole month without craving alcohol, I hate to break it to you, it's probably something to work on. Not trying to bash anybody out there, not trying to make anybody feel bad, but you know, that's just what it is. And honestly, it was a problem for me. Like, and the only thing though is that nobody can tell you you have a problem. So I'm not telling you have a problem. I'm just telling you that I had a problem. But like, none of my friends thought I had a problem. That's the crazy part. None of my friends thought I had a problem. None of my family thought I had a problem. The whole world, as far as they were concerned, didn't see any issues with my drinking, but it was me and how I felt, and me eventually coming to terms like, okay, even though society is telling me my drinking isn't an issue and it's normal, I am the only one who truly knew how I felt, and I knew I didn't feel good, and I knew I needed to change, and I knew I was just doing bad things drinking that I shouldn't even be doing. So first thing, one, expect it to be hard because, well, it's addictive. It's hard to quit drinking. And honestly, I probably quit drinking 100 times. Like, I'm not even kidding you guys. I don't want to discourage you, because if you really want to quit alcohol and you want to quit drinking, then you have to keep quitting till you quit. That's my advice to you. Keep quitting till you quit. And when you slip up and you have that drink and you go like a month and then you drink again, it's easy to feel down about it and feel bad about it. But you don't want to do that, because then you'll spiral and you'll go into that victim mentality and you'll feel like a fuck up, and then you'll just keep drinking and say, F it, this is too hard. You'll give up, you'll throw in the towel. No. Like, the fact that you started drinking again doesn't take away that 1 month you had sober, or the 2 weeks you had sober, or the 2 months, or the 2 years you had sober. It doesn't matter. Like, sober time is sober time. Like, literally, those little wins eventually lead up to longer lasting sobriety, recovery, whatever your goal is. I am currently actually 704 days sober. 2 years next month. It's crazy how fast time has gone by, and it's crazy how much happier I feel, healthier I feel. Like, the amount of joy that's come back into my life since I quit drinking is insane. Like, little things, guys, like having a conversation with somebody, going on a hike, like that stuff used to seem boring to me. Like I had no passions, no things I was working on, no hobbies. I just would live for the weekend. Alcohol was the only dopamine, the only thing that made me feel good, the only thing that let me enjoy everything. And that's when I realized it was a problem. And after I quit, guys, I think for me, it was probably like 3 or 4 months. And I think this is going to vary person to person, depending on how much you drink, how often you drink. But for me, it was around 3 to 4 months. Like, I'm not going to lie, once you quit drinking, especially if you're used to drinking, and that's like your recreational activity, life is going to be extremely boring for like a couple months. But that's because your brain is resetting. Like you're so used to getting that instant gratification, that instant dopamine, that quick hit, that release, that to get into the moment, that your body almost doesn't remember how to have a good time and get into the moment without the substance anymore. So those first couple weeks, couple months, expect them to be boring, expect them to be a little bit dry, but get through it, guys. It's almost like going on a crazy hike and getting to the end, because after you get through that little phase, dudes, like your brain starts to snap back to normal. Like I kid you not, little things make me happy. That morning cup of coffee, a conversation with a stranger, going for a walk, hitting the gym, like so many different activities stopped feeling good to me because I was just used to that alcohol, that dopamine, that it took time for my brain to recalibrate. And now I'm like in a place to where I get blissful for almost no reason sometimes. Like I could just be a beautiful day, I'm like walking around and I'm just in a damn good mood, like no substance, just high off life. So 1, expect to keep trying to quit multiple times, and don't get beat up. Don't beat yourself up about the failures and the slip-ups, because they're normal. They expect to slip up. Don't use that as an excuse to slip up, but expect to slip up. But get back on that horse. Keep quitting till you quit. Number 2, expect it to be really boring at first. It is. Like there's no way around it, guys. It is going to be a little boring for a bit. It is going to be a while before your brain adjusts. It is going to be a while before you start to enjoy the finer things in life again. It is going to be a while before your creative spirit comes back, before you start to smile, before your mood stabilizes, all that fun stuff. But it's coming back, guys. It's coming back. And there's things you can do to help fast track that. Go for your daily walk, get some exercises. I like intermittent fasting, meditation, prayer, whatever your thing is. There's a lot of healthy ways to get dopamine and to kind of get your life back on track once you quit drinking. But 1, expect to keep quitting till you quit. 2, expect it to be boring. And then 3, here is the hard part. The longer you go without drinking, the easier it is to forget how bad drinking made you feel and why you quit. And as a result, we downplay how bad alcohol even is. And we honestly, that's usually when people slip up and start drinking again. They go like 3 months, 6 months without drinking, and they're feeling really good. And you're actually in the prime of just like, you're back on track, you're feeling good. And then most people will go back to drinking because they'll forget how bad drinking made them feel. They'll forget how bad the substance made them feel. And that's just what alcohol is. You get drunk, you don't even really remember the night because you don't remember all the bad shit you did, because alcohol doesn't let you remember. So when you get to that point, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, when you barely even think about alcohol, and you, honestly, like for me, it's kind of scary because it's been like almost 2 years. I don't really remember. I mean, I do remember how bad alcohol made me feel, but a lot of that emotion is gone. And a lot of that drive that got me through that first 6 months, 1 year is gone. Because now I'm really happy, I'm chill, I'm content. And I look at alcohol and I'm like, was it really that bad? Was it really that bad? Like I'm having that conversation with myself, but I have to slap myself, remind myself, like, yes, it was really that bad. Don't go back to drinking. Like, your life is so much better now. Don't throw it away. But that's the thing, guys, and that's what kept me stuck for the longest time, because, I could go, like, a couple days without drinking or a couple weeks without drinking, but then I'd always go back to letting alcohol back into my life. I would always go back to, drinking at the bar, to drinking to have a good time, to drinking to get that quick dopamine release, because, after, like, even as little as, like, 2-3 weeks, you forget how bad that hangover was 3 weeks ago. You forget puking your brains out. You forget the girl you text you shouldn't have been texting, the person you've been talking to you shouldn't have been talking to. You forget, like, I don't know, wrecking your car, like just dumb shit, guys. You will literally forget it and like really quickly. So number 3, once you get to that point, just remind yourself why you started. A gentle reminder, especially if you're thinking about drinking again. Just remember why you even started the sobriety journey, why you attempted to quit alcohol. And hopefully that'll keep you on track. Now, guys, alcohol is like a weird thing because there's such a spectrum of severity that people suffer with it. Like there's this minor end of the spectrum, then there's the major end of the spectrum. It's not like, I don't like the term alcoholic because it's you're not like one thing. It's like a severity scale from like the low end to the extreme crazy high end, like where if you quit drinking, you're going to start seizing in like an hour. Like that's like the crazy top high end. And then like everything else in between. But everybody is going to feel these things. And if you're on the high end, I'm sorry, it's hard. You probably need to see a doctor and go through your sobriety in a very controlled fashion. But for most people, you can do this journey on your own. You can do it by yourself. Like, props to you if you have friends or that you want to talk to, or friends who want to be sober with you, or if you have like a therapist to talk to. That also really helps. I started doing therapy as soon as I quit alcohol because I'm like, damn, I gotta talk to someone about this shit. Like, what do I even do? How do I hang out with my friends? All my friends still drink, by the way. I still hang out with them now. I go out, have a good time, but I don't indulge anymore. I'm there. And I love being me. I love being grounded. I love being concrete in my thoughts and my emotions. This is a great thing about sobriety. I am 100% aligned with my core values now. And it's fucking awesome. I know who I am. I'm a loyal man. I'm an honest man. I'm a good man. I'm striving to build a better life for myself. When I have a wife or a girlfriend one day, I'm going to treat her well. Like, I've reflected on a lot of things in my life, and I've got this picture of who I want to be together. And I work my ass off to live within these parameters I've set for myself, my own standards for being a good human being. Now, what I hated a lot, and one of the reasons why I even quit drinking, was because I was not aligned with my core values, and I knew it. Like, when I would drink, the man I would become was not the man I was proud of. He wasn't the man I wanted to be. He wasn't like a good man. He was almost a bit of a degenerate. Like, and you know, I can look at myself like that and I can talk about it now. But you know, deep down inside, when I was like in my drinking days and my partying days, and you know, like popping Adderalls and drinking alcohol, and my mood was just always all over the place, I always had this feeling like, this isn't me. This isn't the real me. And the worst part is, like, I didn't even know who the real me was back then. It wasn't until I like cut out the substances, cut out the drinking, spent some time to myself, reflected, a shitload of meditation, everything started to click. All the light bulbs started turning on. The clarity and purpose came back to my life. That's a big one, guys. The clarity and the purpose came back to my life. And since then, like, it's been on the up and up. Now, there's still down days. I still get down sometimes. I have days that are blue. I have bad moods. Things aren't perfect, but things are never going to be perfect. But the best part, though, is that I never go back to drinking, and I never go back to using a substance to cope. When I'm in a bad mood now, I go back to the basics. Did I get good sleep? Have I been eating a healthy meal? Maybe I just need to go on a 24-hour fast to reset things. I need to hit the gym. I need to put work into my YouTube channel and my passion projects and like the businesses I'm trying to build. I need to reflect, or sometimes I just need to take the day off and watch Netflix and just lay on the couch and let my body reset. But I don't ever reach out for a substance to cope with my feelings anymore, or to cope with like that emptiness or that weird feeling I used to get a lot. I still get it now sometimes, but now I look at it, man. I look and I get hit with those blues, and I'm like, feeling kind of empty today. Life feels a little meaningless today. And then I'll think about drinking, and I'll look at it, and then I'll look in the mirror, and I'll be like, no, I got this. Even though I feel like I don't got this, I got this. And then lo and behold, a couple days go by, and of course I'm back to normal, and I snap back to reality. But that's just me, guys. That's my little SparkNote sobriety story. Honestly, 2 years is coming up, so I'm going to share my full sobriety story real soon. Like next month, guys, filming is going to start, and I'm going to share you the nitty gritty of all the craziness, the reasons why I got sober. And I was going to originally shoot that video like in my first year of recovery, but it was still too soon. It was still too soon to talk about it. Like I couldn't even like smile and laugh about it now. Now I can smile and laugh about it. Oh my God, it was fucking traumatic. Like, but you know, it is what it is, dude. I've grown a lot since then. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, guys, please subscribe. If you found value in this video, leave a like. Also, the 2-year sobriety video will be in the description of this video whenever it does drop. But I hope this helps some of you guys out there. 3 things to expect when you quit drinking. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, friends.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, 'cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way.